Before there were cars. Before man tamed fire. Before there were crabs even. There was Slop.
First things first, Joe's a cop, but he cool though.
Munching on your crew, ho.
Got a 3-body problem, he'll solve.
Money spread from head to knees.
Plus he met Bobby Lee.
Mike Rayo from Bad Leo, look like Mayo.
Big as the Blaisdell, now he's here to raise hell.
He's doing all of that, joking about his baby fat.
Give it up for the pod that'll drop fast.
We the two island boys on the Slop Cast.
Yeah.
What's up, what's up? Here we are, Slop
Cast.
Cast, baby. I am Joel Kopp.
I'm Mike Rayo.
How's it going? Welcome to the Slop Cast. And speaking of sloppy, this is a thing about Mike that maybe you didn't know. My girlfriend, that's right, I have a girlfriend. Sorry, ladies and gents. And she cleans Mike Rayo's abode. And he goes on tour and he just, throws stuff wherever it is. And this guy is so sloppy that she was cleaning his bathroom. And in between the tiles, I've never seen this before, there were 2 full-grown mushrooms sprouting out of his bathroom tiles. I've never seen. What the fuck?
Why didn't you eat them?
Because I don't want to eat them and have a bad trip and think I'm Mike Rayo for 6 hours. I want to identify them, frankly. I don't even know how that happened. Seriously, I've never heard of that happening before.
I think when I was doing drugs or whatever, I did a lot of drugs in my bathroom. Because, I don't know. It's weird. I would do drugs in my house, but I wouldn't want to do it in my living room or bedroom.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be, cool to do it in my bathroom.
I mean,
I don't know why, man. It's just I think it's
there's
weird.
nothing better to trip out to than your own reflection. You know
No,
what I mean?
yeah. But I'd have paranoid feelings that somebody was watching me in my own living room.
Yeah, your reflection.
So
or Sammy. Oh, that's it.
yeah.
Every now and then, a crazy person breaks into his house and makes him breakfast.
At 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning
On Easter Sunday.
Which, unappreciative.
Yeah,
This is why you're single. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of reoccurring issues why I'm single. I mean, that's one of them.
All right. So, what else we got on the plate today?
I was watching Baby Reindeer on Netflix, and that was gayer than Jeffrey Dahmer.
Baby Reindeer.
Yeah,
Explain.
it's about it's a British fucking film or a miniseries.
Already gay. Okay,
miniseries,
you had me at British.
And it's based on a true story. And he's a bartender, and then there's this fat lady named Martha comes in, and she's in her mid-40s, and then she was crying, and he gave her a free cup of tea because that's what British people drink or some shit,
Yeah.
or a Diet Coke, I forgot. And she started stalking him every day, emailing him, following him home, doing all that shit, and he liked it a little bit, but it was just going on through a bunch of shit, I guess she was a serial stalker, and there was backstories of him trying to do comedy. He got raped by a guy. They were doing that. It was weird, dude. It was just awesome.
That's out of nowhere.
That was just awesome. I would at that point.
He got raped by a guy before this person started stalking him, or during the film. He just
Before
randomly...
it was a backstory before,
okay.
and then he stopped the stalking. He did a police report or whatever, right? And the police was leave him alone. And he missed her at some point. He started jacking off to her pictures. It was weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I just say it could have been actually very romantic if she was stalking him and he's trying to get away from me, and then he gets raped by a guy, and then he's like, "Do you still want me?" And she's like, "I do."
Yeah.
So
The backstory though, there was a backstory. He's doing comedy. He met this guy who's a writer. He kept on going to his house. He had a girlfriend at the time, and he kept on going to his house on the weekend. And instead of he'd write a script for him, and the guy was Your script is not good enough. It's not good enough. Come do coke with me next week. Your script's not good enough. Come do heroin with me next week. Your script's not good enough. Come do fucking whatever MDMA, and he would pass out and dude rapes him, and then he get like little saliva things on his.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why I was watching it. I'm bored.
This
This is what happens.
This
when
is
you're
what
sober.
Netflix thinks you want, though. At the end of the day, this is like you ever feel like judged by your own like viewing recommendations.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like if you like fucking whatever the guy that ate gay men
Jeffrey Dahmer.
yeah, if you like Jeffrey Dahmer, here's something gayer and weirder. So he was like unsure about his sexuality. So he was like dating guys, dating women, didn't know what to do, and he met and fell in love. I mean, a trans person and fell in love. Just edit that out.
What, that he fell in love?
Kind of, sort
you know
of,
what I mean?
kind of,
Like,
sort of.
it's kind of like I've been saying this, that you never hear about like the stalking cases that end up really good. Like with me and my girlfriend.
Oh yeah,
Right? Like
Oh,
that's how me and my girlfriend got together. She was my stalker, and I just let her have everything she wanted right off the bat.
How's
Surprised the hell out of her.
How's that working out?
I'm thinking of going gay now. So you see, like Netflix has the finger on the pulse right here. But like back to the other thing, like your streaming judging you. Like this is something I talk to my girlfriend Kat a lot, because like we watch Hulu with commercials, right? And the commercials that she gets for her programs are like DeVry University and like you know what I mean, like the shit that you would see, the commercial you would see in between Jerry Springer.
Oh
You know what I mean?
man, remember?
Like how to get out of a tax debt. She gets those commercials. You know, like bad credit, no credit. Those are the commercials she gets. I'm like, your streaming's judging you, Kat.
It is. Remember that old DeVry commercial? The guy was like, "Get out of here! Get out! You know, you're not doing nothing. Go to school." And I'm over here like, God damn.
Yeah, those poor
I was
DeVry
like,
people.
if he came off a little bit more nicer, maybe.
If you had to choose Trump University or DeVry,
There's a Trump University.
there was a Trump University.
Oh, Trump University.
Got sued all to hell.
Oh, goddamn! I would have been cashed out.
But you know what? Like, if you're a graduate now, I wonder if that helps you. Right?
Is this still? No, there's not a Heald College.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, all the scam colleges like rebranded themselves with like the name of a like Offland University of Phoenix or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I just put another name on it.
Yeah, I remember University of Phoenix used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, you could just get an online degree.
It's like University of Feenix.
Yeah.
Like University of Phoenix.
Online degrees.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting a GED online. I did that. I tried to do it when I was like 24. And
The
then,
GED?
Yeah, and I had somebody take the test for me to get the GED. I
Really?
paid them.
Yeah.
And they still failed. And they still wanted the money. Like, I was like, you failed. Like, you're not going to pay for my time? I was like, and you wasted?
Like, man, this test got harder since then. Wow. That's a fun story. Was this your cousin?
What? No.
Okay.
No, it was a meth head. It was a meth head. I was like, I figured, you're on meth, but no, it's just drug addicts are drug addicts.
Well, that's fun. But so you are single. I am not single, and you're doing better in comedy than me, and that's something we were going to talk about.
No, I'm not.
What?
I'm not. It's just, it's a right place at the right time.
I mean, yeah, but like we were just talking about this, like relationships ruin comedians.
Yeah, I believe it's not relationships.
Go on.
I believe white women do.
That's fair.
White women run. If you get a white woman, you're in love with a white woman, run. Just run.
Yeah.
Just run.
But they chase you. You know what I mean? They chase you down.
Like stalkers. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah,
But alternately, a black girlfriend only makes you better at comedy. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
You can see it like
Bill
in
Burr
so many
is
cases.
progressing.
Gary Owens.
Yeah, Gary Owens, Bill Burr.
I can't think of any more, but like that's enough.
Yeah.
I can think of countless white women that have ruined all kinds of comedians' careers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What about Latino women? Because you're a Latino.
Yeah, I don't think they hardly understand it. You know, it's a I don't know. I think it's a weird thing. They're just supportive, but they're not really paying attention. They're like, you know what I mean? Like you ever watch a sporting event with a woman and they just ask you questions about the attire that they're wearing? I think that's basically comedy with Latino women. Like, oh, that guy looks ugly, and then she's not even listening to jokes or anything. Like, yeah, I thought that guy was cute. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in general, just dating and comedy. Like another comedian, Joe, was like uh, talking about like, oh, I guess I just have to date a female comedian, and everybody was like, no, don't do that.
I think you just gotta
But
go.
like, what are you supposed to do, right?
Just go gay.
Yeah,
You know, it's just it's,
I mean, if only it were that
a
easy.
lot of doors
right?
open. You know,
If only, yes, you
a lot
open.
of-
You gotta sometimes you gotta open a back door to open some windows.
Yeah. You gotta open a back door to
Yeah.
to get your foot in or dick in. You know, it's
Hey man, nothing's like nothing gets. I'm not gonna say that, but like it doesn't hurt you to be LGBT in comedy or in entertainment at all anymore. That's for sure.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and you can get away with saying things when you're a homosexual. You know, you can do you can go you can go as far as you can, and they're like, oh, he's gay, he can say that.
That's true.
It's fine. You know.
Actually, I have a theory. This is gonna get me canceled for sure. But like I believe that gay men are actually the biggest misogynists.
I lived with two gay men. There were a couple, and yes, they are. They are. It's a
Like if you think about it, right? Because they're like no fuck pussy, right
Yeah.
off the bat, not into it, right? But they're like, wait, but like girls have mouths and buttholes too. They're like, nope, not as good as the guys.
yeah. No,
Not even
No,
close.
I want a man.
Yeah,
I want
inferior to the men's.
A man. I want a man.
Right, and on top of that, like I mean, like it's like gay dudes. They have a lot of like girlfriends. That's the stereotype, anyway. Right, but when they talk to their girlfriends, they're saying the most misogynistic fucking shit. You know, and they're like, "What's up, bitches?" You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
yeah.
up, hooker? Like it's like, oh, I can't say that.
I always thought about just going undercover, just to be around females, just to pretend I'm gay, but I'm really not. Until I get to that point, then I'm like, whoops.
Yeah.
Let
You
me.
can turn me.
I'm Sullivan. You know what I mean? But it's just I just to have a female presence around me or whatever.
I mean, it'd be good from like a research perspective, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually
personal-
trying to be like, oh, I'm actually straight. That's never gonna work.
Yeah. That's a go undercover.
Yeah. Plus, they'd always be trying to hook you up with guys they thought they would think are like your lane. You know what I mean? So you get to find out what kind of gay they think you are.
Yeah, but the thing about gay men, it's you would think they act like females. It's worse.
Actually, not anymore. Which
Yeah, they're more based on my year of living with two gays. It's more of a controlling thing. It's more of like they have to have control and stuff. It's
Okay.
just a weird thing, like
they're very organized. Well, like, but
Yeah,
that's the
very
thing. Like, I
organized.
doubt all gay dudes are like that. It's like just like anybody.
I haven't got that far, but I'm pretty sure all gay dudes are all organized within everything. Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it's crossed my mind before. You know, because life would just be easier as a gay Asian twink, as opposed to a straight Asian twink. You know what I mean? Like, things would just be easier on me. But like, that's how I know it's not a choice.
Yeah,
You know what I
sometimes
mean?
it's
I would probably
confusing.
choose it if it were a choice. If you could just check it off, I would be like, yeah, I'd be the most popular kind of gay dude. Hell yes.
But it's all about proving. Proving. It's like you have to prove it, and that's the fucked up part. I don't want to prove it. It's the weirdest
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
But like here's the thing, like that's not it's not a choice because I know there's no way I don't like dicks.
Yeah.
I don't like them,
yeah.
but
It's
but
scary.
I might be willing to put up with them just to date somebody that fucking had their shit together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you'd be their slave though. It's like
I want to be the dumpster
it's
fire in a
thing about-
relationship for once. Just
yeah,
one time. Don't I deserve it?
yeah, that is true. But there's a lot of older women that would take you and you could be their dumpster fire. But all right, hot take, hot take. 78-year-old woman star or gay guy in mid-20s.
She looks older than 70. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Who? Maybe I gotta go with the gay guy. I'm sorry. I gotta, like at least I can be like, hey, Here's the thing.
I'm
like,
still thinking.
like not that it would ever happen, but like if you, I would go to a Diddy party first off. Okay, if I got invited,
Oh yeah.
just to see what it was like.
Oh yeah.
All right, and if Diddy was like fucking like he did to Cat allegedly, $50 million to suck your dick.
50 million for and we're talking tax free.
Yeah,
We're talking tax free. That's prostitution. You can't put that under the
Yeah.
you can't make it you can't write
to
a
get
W
my dick sucked.
Yeah, you can't write a W-9 for
Yeah.
that. You can't be like, okay,
Yeah.
the government gets half.
Yeah. I mean, I've always said like I'm straight, but if like fucking like Brad Pitt was like I'm gonna suck your dick, I'd be like okay, because fucking afterwards, if you get rejected by a girl, you'd be like Brad Pitt just sucked my dick. So who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you, miss?
Yeah, that's true, but
Maybe I'm a little gay. Is what-
everyone's a little gay sometimes when when the time is right, if the price is right,
I notice we see a few more openly bi dudes in the scene now, which I kind of like because they're just regular dudes, and then just out of nowhere they talk about some, you know what I mean, like some
I kinda-
pagan incident.
I kind of think it's a lie, but
You think they're lying that they're just gay?
it's just a shock value most of the time.
I don't know about that. Like I won't say his name, but like there's a new guy, and he just the blue talks about that. I think he's bi.
You gotta ask them. There's a lot of people in the scene that I
Actions
think
speak louder than words.
there's a lot of people I think in the scene that should be bi, that sound bi, that meets the criteria. But when you ask them, they're like,
Who you looking at?
"Oh God!" All right, another hot take. I got another one. Would you rather be bi or what happens when your dick don't work? Impotent?
Oh, like would you rather your dick never work?
Oh yeah, or you have to go both.
Oh, both easily.
Uh,
Yeah, no. Come on. You'd rather your dick never work? Are you kidding
Well,
me?
I'm at this position that it probably is not working. No, I'm just joking. It's like, yeah, I'm not doing that bad,
In fact, if it were a situation where it's like you might have to do some gay shit sometimes, but your dick will never fail for the rest of your life. Worth it. Worth it.
We should just call this podcast "Gay Shit."
Sloppy gay. Well, that's where we are now.
Yeah, no, but you know how much views we can get.
If we just start making out right now.
no, we'll get kicked out of Stand Up Honolulu.
Only when there's nudity.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Only when there's old lady nudity.
Oh God.
Which, by the way, for for as much as people talk about toxic masculinity in comedy, I have seen more old lady titties in stand-up comedy, unasked for
I've
than
seen
anywhere else.
I've seen old lady titties.
I did not consent to all these old lady titties, and yet there they are.
Yeah, I've seen old lady titties in Honolulu. I've seen old lady titties in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I've seen old lady titties in Oakland, and I've seen old lady titties in Kailua Kona, Hawaii, and I'm probably going to see old lady titties in Maui. They're
Exactly.
just
And you know what I've never
everywhere.
seen? Just some old fucking dude's nutsack. Thank God. Thank God. There's only one guy I can think of that would do that. He's getting fucking chest kicked if he ever does.
If the price is right. If the price is right. Yeah, yeah. We were talking about other comics of that guy. Fuck it. He's on YouTube. It's Raid Zone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So in case anybody didn't know this, so Raid Zone, who famously got kicked in the chest in Las Vegas 5-6 years. I don't know how long. It was a pretty long time.
7,
ago,
8 years.
Has now made Honolulu, his comedy residency.
And every time I see him get in an altercation with the host, my camera is ready.
Oh yeah.
My camera is ready.
I want to see him get an altercation with Marcus Allen.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. No, I was like, I want to be the person that talks to Marcus Allen and show him that video and tell him, this is your future if you don't get your shit together. All right, this is what's going to happen. Okay.
That guy's got a few screws loose.
You might.
That's why he showed up to the I think it was the Super Bowl party, Arizona, with just everybody. Some people bought chips, some people bought beer, some people bought chicken wings. He brought a single Tupperware full of cut raw carrots.
That's awesome.
And that's right. That's already weird. But here's the psychotic part. He didn't cut the carrots laying down. He cut them and he arranged them vertically in the Tupperware.
Oh,
so
Lord.
these weird, yeah. Like
Oh,
who the fuck does
Lord.
that? I'm like, this guy's a
Oh,
fucking
Lord.
psychopath.
We have to get him laid or something. I don't know.
But the irony is the craziest, most awful people in the Hawaii comedy scene are also the most viral.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's you can't have both. You can't have both. You can't have both.
We had this comedian Audrey Keesing a ways back, and she was just terrible. Tell the audience the first thing she did when she met you.
She tried to hit on me, but first I was walking.
Terrible, right?
Yeah.
Disgusting, right? Disgusting.
Yeah. I was walking at Anna O'Brien's, and I'm trying to order a drink because I was an alcoholic at that time, and she rested her bare, dirty feet on the stool right where you order it at. So where this plan is, I had to go over the feet, and then I had to talk, and then as soon as she talked, I smelled a strong smell of onion in a holding cell, all at the same time, and she hit on me and invited me to a naked party in Kahala, and I said no.
You and everybody else in the room.
But I ended up going. And yeah, naked parties are weird.
Maybe the onion was to cancel out the smell of the naked party. You ever thought of that?
Jeez. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. The first warm-up podcast, I was talking about that. There was this naked party. I guess you go in. It's like this mansion in Kahala, and there's just a bunch of just naked people all around.
It's a mansion, though.
And if you refuse to be naked, they say put your clothes back on. And if you want to be clothed, you have to sit in this other room with the clothes people, and they shame you. They shame you. They sit there and they're like, "Yeah, you sit over there." And it's the first place that wanted to be naked, and I didn't feel comfortable of that. And they're
What's funny though, like, didn't you feel though, in this situation, you're like, hey, I am way not the ugliest person here.
yeah, but
And
they're
it made
like,
you feel better.
they're
right?
like, you had to lock your cell phone up. You had to sign a waiver of there's it's like a mansion, but you had to sign this waiver that this is confidential. There's fucking guy was telling me he was a lawyer, just butt naked.
Oh,
So
boy.
you know, one guy invested in Bitcoin. This was like
What was the
7 years
average
ago.
age?
40 to 65. Oh yeah, there was a couple young people like me, but yeah, not a lot, not a lot, not a lot.
I can't imagine it'd be good for a young woman in that situation.
But they had this table though of like drugs.
Oh, well, they're just breaking you off for that.
Yeah, no, they had a mushroom table, they had a cocaine table,
Oh,
they
shit.
had an acid table, they had a weed table, they had a full bar of beer and wine, and you just it's $100 to get in though, but it's well spent.
$100 all you can drug?
All you
Shit.
can drink, yeah.
You just have to put up with that other shit.
Yeah, you just have to put up with dicks and old pussies, you know. Yeah, I remember one time my friend Nico Nikea said we're gonna go camping or whatever, and we went camping, and I didn't know what Polo Beach was.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, Polo Beach was a new beach. So we go camping, we get a bunch of stuff in Costco. We all partied all night, slept in the tent. I'm the first person to wake up. I go out the tent. I'm at the naked party again. Everybody from that naked party I was there like a couple years back was in Polo Beach.
Like, hey!
Don't I recognize you from somewhere?
You know, if you end up at a random naked party and people from a naked party you were randomly at before show up, you just belong with them. Like that's just
Oh
that's
my
universal.
God, it's the fate.
This is your you know, this is your thing now. Which, by the way, this person we're talking about, Audrey Keesing, she did naked yoga for the Jim Jeffries show on Comedy Central, and now she's one of the she might be the only comedian in the white comedy scene that has literal Comedy Central credits that she can put whenever she's tries to do a show. Like, it was almost worth it. Her, Raid Zone, more famous than any other comedian here.
Yeah. That's what you have to do.
For all the wrong reasons.
Naked, get kicked in the chest, naked yoga,
Yeah.
or suck a billionaire's dick. I mean, that's it. That's all it is.
You see, and to bring it back around, see how sucking that dick doesn't seem so bad anymore?
Doesn't at all. Doesn't at all. What else was happening? Yeah. I got back from Irvine. That was
Oh, yeah,
that
tell us
was
about
fucking
your
weird.
travels with comedy.
That was fucking weird. It's hard to go to a place and everyone looks like you. Like, I've been in Hawaii for so long that I went to Southern California and it was just fat Mexican or Latin people everywhere. All shades, different shaving sizes. Like, I seen somebody with
Fox News was right.
dude. I seen a dude speaking in Spanish. He looked like he looked like Canelo but fat. He looked like me, but with red hair, speaking
Louis
Spanish.
C.K.? No.
Speaking Spanish, and I'm like, holy fuck, ginger me.
I think there's like an entire area there's gingers are prominent in Mexico. Believe it or not,
Yeah.
in some place
I believe
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called rape.
But
Yeah. Learn your history.
yeah,
You know,
shit.
it's called colonizing. That was their rape back in the day. Colonizing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Ginger G.
That's how Mexicans were made. Aztecs and Spaniards. just taking over. Yeah, it was like weird, but yeah, it was a cool experience.
Isn't Irvine known for having mostly Asian people? Was that?
Oh yeah. The Filipinos were poor there. It was like a mini fucking
Because UC Irvine is yeah.
yeah. It was a lot of Asian people. It was like Asian, Mexicans, and believe it or not, a shit ton of Samoans. I
see
was
that.
like, holy fuck! There's a lot here. There's a whole lot, and there were different type of Samoan from here. They were all wearing cowboy boots, which was fucking weird.
California?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, all wearing cowboy boots. It was because it's like inland. It's not like by the beach or in the coast, so it's
Right.
like just kind of like farmland too. It was wild. It was fucking
And they're
wild.
all
Yeah.
they're all the audience.
Yeah, and the field trip I took while everybody was doing a bunch of shit was I went to the Taco Bell corporate office,
Nice.
and it was wild. I was like, there. It was a first of all, it was a 24 story building,
Yeah.
and I was like, so you got this big ass building to make a menu of 90% of the shit that tastes the same.
Yep.
I was like, they had a basketball court. It was like fucking crazy. They gave me a whole little tour. It was like, yeah, I got.
Did they have like portraits of like the guy that invented the 7-layer burrito?
No, but they had a portrait of the Gordita dog, the Chihuahua.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's an oxymoron. That dog was not Gordita.
Alright.
You're Gordita.
Yeah, it's the Taquero Taco Bell. That's what they had. They had like all like the old Taco Bells and stuff like that. And it wasn't even a Mexican that made Taco Bell. You know, it was a white guy that
Obviously.
had a hot dog stand and colonized the hot dogs. into
Yeah, it's all the
tacos.
same story. It's like you think P.F. Chang's invented by some Chinese dude.
I thought P.F. Chang was a real guy.
You might have been somewhere, but like, what I always thought was interesting about the Bay Area is like I remember I was in San Francisco one time, and there's a taco. This is the Mission District,
Uh-huh.
and there's a taco place, and there's a Chinese place up the street, and all the guys working in the kitchen, the taco place, were Chinese. And all the guys working in the kitchen in the Chinese place were Mexican.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
I was like, that's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And it's so weird.
Yeah.
Nobody goes to that taco place except Filipinos. It's hilarious. Yeah, I know.
I
what
mean,
you're
at a
talking-
certain point, like, I mean, that's the thing about Chinese and Mexican cooks. They can cook anything,
Yeah, and
and do it well.
yeah, and they don't really care about the health department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although now Mission is all gentrified out, so who the hell
There's
knows
still
what's
some
going on.
places out there, but yeah, most of the thing is just like kale shit like that.
When was the last time you were in San Francisco? Any tour dates?
February.
You're gonna be there? Oh, wait.
Oh no, I'm going after the comedy store. I want to go out there for a weekend.
Okay.
They
You
gave
say
me
you
a,
get to do Cobb's?
no, they gave me a guest spot at Punchline. San
Oh, that's
Francisco.
awesome.
Yeah. So-
Oh yeah.
No, but Punchline, that fucking Punchline, it's down the street from Tenderloins. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's like people don't understand. I lived in the Bay Area my whole life, so everybody was like, "Oh, San Francisco, there's shit everywhere." There's always been shit everywhere in San Francisco.
Yeah, that
I've-
COVID didn't make that happen.
Like I never had a babysitter, so my mom worked in San Francisco, and she had to take us to work. But our work didn't allow kids there, so we would just have to walk the streets of San Francisco for 8 hours. Well, not really walk. Okay, I took BART because
Yeah.
look at me, I'm not fucking walking nowhere. So any wrong turns I would see, and I would just see people shooting up. I'd see people shitting on the street.
Yeah.
It used to be just like the Tenderloins, but it like expanded so much. It's quite amazing because back in like the 90s, it was like the Tenderloins. It was like a 4 or 5 block radius. But now when you have like the malls open and everything, they just roamed everywhere. And like I remember the last time I was in San Francisco, like the same homeless person I saw when I was like 9 years old, he was still there at the Carl's Jr. there. It was amazing.
Wow, good on
It
him.
was amazing. But he
Making it
was
work.
missing a leg though. So
Oh, that's always sad.
yeah, it was heroin. Yeah, I mean, that's what I don't understand when people are like, drugs can kill you. No, they don't. Some drug addicts live forever. They just
Yeah.
age faster.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just,
they kill you right away if you're lucky.
yeah. That's doing a favor. That's why they're like, oh, fentanyl's bad. It's a killer drug. Good.
Although I will say, like, the day I turned 80, I'm gonna be, getting a nice little fent habit.
What I heard about fentanyl though, because I was watching this documentary on YouTube. So it's all a tolerance level or whatever, right? So if you take a whole bunch of fentanyl, yeah, you're gonna die. Or if you have a bad immune system, you're gonna fucking die. It's like COVID, pretty much. But so what people get, they buy a $40 pill, $40 blue. It's about this big, and they take it piece by piece throughout the day because they know the whole pill is gonna kill you. So what happens is once you start taking piece by piece and smoking it up the whole day, you form a tolerance. So from piece by piece, you're taking half a pill, and then after that, you're taking the whole pill, and after that, you're taking 2 pills. So you become a fentanyl monster and become invincible.
But you can't get. That's what I'm saying.
You
Yeah.
can't get killed off of it.
You can't die from fentanyl.
You can't. It's all moderation. You could die from fucking alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
You can't die from weed. You can die from cocaine.
Yeah.
You can die from all this other shit. But it's all moderation.
See, that's what you need to do to prepare for a Diddy party.
Yeah.
What you do? You're like, this motherfucker's not passing out yet. What the?
All moderation, just the tip. Just a piece. I just want a piece. I don't want the 50 million. I want the. Just give me 800 grand, all right? All right.
You think it's amazing dying of fentanyl, or you think it's terrible?
Remember back in the day, it was called Belushi's or whatever. I guess you mix cocaine and heroin at the same time and you smoke it. And from what I heard, a friend told me it's the best high ever, but it can kill you. You know what I mean? Like it's like euphoria.
Yeah, but it's like I see it different. It's like if it's bad to overdose, die on drugs, but if you die and it was like the best thing you were ever gonna get ever, right? Then it's better than being like nothing's ever gonna be good again after that.
Yeah,
right?
but me personally,
That's why you don't do it.
Yeah, but me personally, I'm not now, but well, I've tried every fucking drug. I've tried weed, of course, coke, crack, meth, heroin.
You really
Yes, we used to mix.
not shooting.
Oh
Okay.
no! I can't find my veins. It was because my dad was a heroin addict, so I had cousins that did heroin, and what they did was my dad and uncles were like just fucking really big on fucking heroin and prescription pills and stuff like that. So I had cousins that would steal a little bit of their shit, and then they would put it inside little blunts and shit, and then most of the drugs I've taken, like nobody has told me. Like the first time I tried meth was I was with some girl, and then she had something in her fingernail, and it looked like yellowy, and then I thought it was coke, but I was like drunk at the time, and I did it, and I was high for 4 days and didn't sleep.
Whoa! Like you snort, like because that'll kill you.
Yeah, it burned
Yeah.
my nose or whatever, and I was like,
Yeah.
and they call it titi in the Bay Area, and I was like, I thought it was coke. They were like, no, it's meth. And that shit was crazy. I was playing Candy Crush for hours on my phone. It was fucking crazy. So I did that. So my cousins had a heroin blunt, and then I didn't know what it was. You know what I mean? I thought it was just regular weed, but it had like this chemical taste to it, like like tar. It tastes like fucking like a burnt. It tastes like a burnt tire. I took it, and you know how like somebody nods off.
Yeah.
Like my whole body just sunk, and I was like this, and I thought I was gonna die because like I'm fat, right? So like my air couldn't go through, so they had to like push me back and hit me in the chest.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, the heroin's not my thing.
But it didn't feel good.
Yeah, it didn't feel good at all.
Good
It
to
didn't
know.
feel good at all. I felt like shit, and so yeah, that felt like shit. Meth felt like shit. That's why I've never like.
I tried meth once on accident, and it wasn't even what's the dirtiest kind of meth? It's called like crank.
Yeah.
Whatever. My roommate, his friends were from Petaluma, California, so it tells you everything you need to know there if you know Petaluma,
Yeah.
right? Real big Insane Clown Posse fans in that town.
Juggalos.
Yeah, a lot of juggalos in that town, and they had some really just dirty, meth, and we did it, and it was the worst experience of my drug experience of my entire life. And I'm pretty glad that it was, because fucking I never ever even considered touching it again after that.
Yeah. That's what you. I don't know. So like when I understand like drug addicts, I'm like, did you do it twice? Did you give it a second chance? I mean, that's what I'm like.
So I'm glad I had bad meth.
Yeah, because
it was really good.
usually like. I've always had a good coke experience when the first time I've done it. I've always had a good weed experience. I've always fell in love with alcohol. I've always had those great experience. Ecstasy experience. Meth counts as ecstasy too, because I remember back in the day, the press pills back in the early 2000s.
Ah, yes.
Remember Blue Dolphins?
I guess I did more
That's
meth
meth,
than I
but
thought.
yeah, that's meth, buddy. It's a little bit of meth and caffeine. I mean, yeah, but it had like, because you feel like shit the next day.
Oh,
So it
yeah.
was just a very small dose of meth.
Well, that's the teeth grindy part
yeah.
about it.
So it was a very small dose of meth. What I found out, they put a very small dose of meth just to get you there, and some people just turn to
Yeah.
meth. But
Well, when I discovered Molly, it was weird because I'm like, I did it, and I'm like, whoa, I can sleep, and I don't want to jerk off for 8 hours.
oh yeah,
I'm like, is this actually ecstasy? I'm like, no, trust me.
yeah, the real MDMA.
Yeah, the real MDMA. Yeah, yeah.
They
You like missed the cocktail at first.
yeah don't isn't it like legal somewhere that they use that for like psychiatrists uses that?
I
or
don't know
some
what's
shit
going
like
on
that?
in the world in America. Like everything is legal now. Like if it's prescription based.
Yeah.
Like what do you call it? Ketamine? Which I've done. Have you done ketamine?
No. Oh yeah, I've done it at King's Pizza.
Okay.
Cut
Cut that.
that out. Yeah, I've done that because
That was interesting. I don't know. Like some people say they go to like different worlds and shit. That didn't happen to me.
fuck no, it was just like fucking. It was like it was nothing. It was like the opposite of ecstasy. It just made me lazy.
Yeah.
It just made me real lazy, real relaxed. It was like just taking an edible without the psychiatrics of it and all that. What else have I tried? Yeah,
I don't-
I've never shot anything up, but
I can't see myself doing that.
I've tried promethazine. That's pretty good.
Shove anything up your ass?
No,
Okay.
too far, too far. Got a big ass. Too far.
Well,
Can't
they say that's like with cocaine. That's like the woo. That's the way I would.
the
never
price
do
is
it.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I've tried promethazine, and then that shit is addictive. That shit was addictive.
What is that? Is that like syrup?
Yeah, purple. Oh, that
Okay.
shit. Before it was like they had a ban on it or whatever. You can get a prescription for it like easy, like that. Sore throat, like that. They give you Actavis, like that. Before like rappers were doing it, it was fucking. My dad was drinking that shit with his coffee,
man.
which was weird.
That sounds disgusting.
Which was weird. He used that as a creamer, which was
Ew.
fucking weird. But it was like he was like shit.
But you're having pancakes.
No, he was like, yeah, man, I just come down. I just gotta come down. So, like, I don't know, like he was never really like big on like uppers. Like he'd always tell me, don't do cocaine. I'm like, you're doing heroin. he was like, no, it's just something to relax about and stuff like that. And I'm like, you're relaxing too much. You know what I mean? Like,
It's crazy. I wonder in the next 5-10 years what kind of crazy new drugs are gonna pop up just because AI.
oh,
Just AI can just think of new drugs.
and China.
And China.
Yeah, because fentanyl came from China. You know that, right?
Like the Chinese invented
Chinese
fentanyl.
invented it,
Like,
and
damn
then-
right we did.
Yeah.
Gunpowder, fentanyl,
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
Yeah. What?
Where you at?
When is the new China drop?
Yeah,
That's what I want to
when
know.
does the new China disease drop? I
Yeah.
hope it does. God damn it, we didn't take care of all the old white dudes the first time around. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like Jesus Christ, it's like
I'm ready for another pandemic. To be perfect, like people don't appreciate what they had during the pandemic. Yes, some things were shitty, but like literally, we have work from home now because of that.
yeah, but if you worked at a supermarket or Target, you fucking hated it.
Yeah, but then you got the inspiration to change careers, possibly,
Or
whatever.
lick doorknobs and catch COVID. That's what happens. Yeah, I heard that was the only way to get out of like working out of Safeway and other places. Like you'd have to catch it, and then it has to be severe for you or something like that. I don't know. It was probably a lie that somebody told me, and
Yeah.
like yeah, it had to be severe in order. I mean, that's what employers tell you too. You're like, oh yeah, we can't lay you guys off. We need you. You're what was that shit called? What do they call nurses during COVID?
What do you call something workers?
Yeah, something workers.
Necessary.
No. I forgot it.
Whatever.
Yeah. That was, watch after this podcast is done.
Yeah.
It's going. Write in the comics what the fuck they're essential. Essential. Essential.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like oils.
They're
They're
like they're,
essential.
they're like hyping you up like we need you. You're an essential worker now. You know, who cares if all these people are getting $1,200 a week?
Well, actually, that's what COVID exposed. Also, is that the jobs that actually matter are the shittiest jobs, and all the other jobs don't matter at all.
Oh no.
Like nobody actually
Oh
needs to
no.
work except for these people
Oh no.
and like some other things.
Well, and theft went up way up. So did you
Yeah.
hear about what happened with Walmart with self checkouts?
What they're getting rid of it?
They have to because okay, so they when self checkout was invented, I guess Walmart was the first place to invent a self checkout machine, so they could save money on employees. So throughout the years, what happened with Walmart is they've lost so money off of theft from self checkouts that they could have paid the employees to just ring up your shit.
That's
So
hilarious.
it was hilarious. And the funny part was, like, I was at Target 2 days ago. There's still self checkout machines. It was like the one.
But doesn't the thing at the door catch you?
What the fuck are they gonna do? Lock it? Like, no, it just ding ding ding. You just
You
walk
just go,
out.
"Ah."
Yeah, you just walk out. You know what I mean? Like, so I was at Target though, and there's 3 self checkout machines on the Capulani side or whatever, right? There's that under the escalator. Like, you can go down to the escalator, and I'm in line on the self checkout machine, and I'm like observing everything, and I'm like, okay, so there's a self checkout employee, and there's 2 security guards, and there's 1 security guard downstairs by the door. So there's 4 people for 3 self checkout machines. That's bad math altogether.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the dumbest idea in the world.
You're not even supposed to as security to stop somebody anyway. So like basically shoplifting is in many ways become legal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's like
Which
that
like honestly, like I had the thought that like you know how they in like San Francisco they had like people just raiding stores like that. They should just have like a section for people to just take shit, and another section for people that are like, you know, like I don't want to be one of those people, so I'm gonna buy shit. I feel like it would work that way.
yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like yeah, I could just go and take shit, but then I don't. They need it more, and I'm not one of those people. Like it would work that way. Plus,
Yeah.
they get to look like the good guys and write off all their losses.
Yeah.
I would think.
I mean, I don't
That's
know.
just me.
I don't know. But,
I'm a sucker. I pay for everything at Walmart. I feel stupid now.
Well, no. Theft is not that. You know, they prosecute you for theft in Hawaii. It's
Yeah,
weird.
but who are they really catching? Right?
Yeah, I
They would
mean-
only catch somebody like me because like I don't look crazy. Like they'll if a chronic is running away, they're never catching that person.
Oh no, they are. They target them. They're watching them the whole time.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Loss prevention is a real thing in Hawaii and stuff.
Okay.
Like, you know.
I thought the worst thing you could do is try to tackle a chronic because those motherfuckers bite.
I believe, you know, dude, like stealing is a bringing shame. They don't want to do that out here, you know, or bring shame. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah. So
Shame.
it's they prosecute people for stealing out here. They don't prosecute people in California for stealing out here, depending on the county. So like theft is just like what fucking ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're stealing. So like during COVID, like, you know, when they had all these raids and all that shit, I flew out to California just to steal. It was awesome.
And it
was
worked
aw-
out?
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell
Maybe
yeah!
we should cut this part too.
For what? For what? In California, I was allowed to.
Well, I thought it was
you in
interesting. On the
California.
news, they would show like all these mobs ransacking Target, like in LA. I'm like, why aren't you ransacking Tiffany's?
Dude, there was a they did do that. There's a bunch
Yeah.
of mobs like there was
Like you're ransacking Target? Like if I pick a better, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's at some point there was mobs running into like jewelry stores. There was one video on my Instagram that somebody ran in a Mercedes-Benz dealership
Hell yeah.
and stole a fucking car and drove it out of the showroom floor.
Hell yeah. Like through the glass?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think I have the video there. We'll look it up when we edit this out.
Are we almost done? Do we got anything more to say? How you...
We got 48 minutes. We got about 5, 10 more.
I didn't get to say this part before because we were talking about like drugs and all that stuff. Um, what do you think the best way to kill yourself is?
Like,
I'll answer that because I already had an answer.
all right,
It's
you're first.
it's autoerotic asphyxiation.
Mm.
That's way the best way to kill yourself. Because it's the only of all the ways to kill yourself. It's the only one that ends in an orgasm.
I have another question for that. Public or privately?
Wow. I mean, like depends how much you care. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're gonna go out on a high note in theory.
If you really
right?
want to kill, are you going to do it privately? You know what I mean?
Maybe privately, just because like it's kind of like you don't know exactly what happened.
Fuck no. That
You
means
know what I mean?
that means depression won.
Does it?
No, depression won. You killed yourself all alone. That means
Okay, that's
yeah,
fair.
yeah. Do it publicly.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I feel like the Japanese have a very positive outlook on suicide because, like, America and Japan have similar suicide rates, but only Japan, they set aside an entire national forest for you to just kill yourself in.
We need
Like,
that.
that's very nice of the Japanese to do.
We need that in America.
Yeah, we do. You
Yeah,
know,
man.
suicide forest. You get to
Well-
do it in the open, in nature,
Yeah.
you know?
What better way to raise awareness than encouragement?
Yeah,
Then you'll see.
yeah.
And you'll see. It's not a really cool thing to do.
Yeah, and also like in America, we have this thing where like you know like the movie Stand by Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's kind of a thing you do as a teenager. You know you have that friend. They're like, hey, you want to go see a dead body in the woods, and you go with them, and then you have like the best summer of ever, right? It's like a coming of age.
I think that was Boys in the Hood.
whatever one of the. It's an American tradition, right?
Stand By Me was
In Japan?
with Morgan Freeman. He was like, the crack kills your brain cells. The crack
Yeah.
kills your
They
brain.
were looking for a dead body in that one too. It's just something American kids do, right? So in Japan, take all the guesswork out of it. Gonna go kill yourself? Go that way. Want to go poke a dead body? Go that way.
Yeah.
There's 3 Pokemon gyms here in the forest if you want. You know, everything's set up for you.
Yeah, I've seen a dead body, but
Have you?
it was in front of Six Flags. Someone got shot in the head.
Oh, gee.
But yeah, it was weird though because it was just like dead. Wasn't even like cool look
Like
at.
you saw the face?
Yeah, it was a
Ew.
little bull hole and everything.
Whoa, you like.
Yeah,
whoa.
yeah, it was on the news. It was a Halloween night. It was like in the night.
And you were there.
Yeah, it was a
In
big ass
person.
crowd, and then those people
Jeez.
they left. They drove off, and then the police didn't come till like fucking a half hour.
Wow.
So it was
Did you
like,
take pictures?
what? It was fucking in 2003. There was no
Oh, okay.
camera phones. No, 2002.
There were camera phones.
Not in 2002, 2003.
No.
First camera phone was like 04, 05.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why they got away with it. That's why they got away with it. There's no eyewitnesses and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, man, if you watch enough true crime, you know, like if you, like the 70s would have been like if you're a serial killer, you're getting away with everything.
That's why the Zodiac was just winning.
Yeah.
He was killing people and telling the news, hey guys, can't catch me.
Which is crazy more and more now that like they're able to like crack more cold cases with serial killers. They're finding that like a lot of the serial killers from 1970 prior were cops. Because of course they were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like, well, you're always getting away with it then.
Yeah. And they're dead by now, so it's like
Not all of them. Some of them got caught.
oh.
The Golden State Killer got caught.
Oh, he was a cop.
It was in fact, interestingly enough, like it wasn't Patton Oswalt, but it ended up being kind of Patton Oswalt, the comedian, that broke the story a little bit. His wife, who had died of, I think she'd passed, but she had been working on the Golden State Killer case for like years, and she basically cracked it, and then she died, and then they caught him, and then Patton Oswalt kind of broke the news,
Damn.
which is kind of it's just bananas, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like
They found
Remy
out
from Ratatouille broke the news on this Golden State Killer.
they
You
found
know what
out
I
who
mean?
killed Tupac.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Like really, really?
Well, the case is pending.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy's an idiot. He's over here admitting online and stuff.
He got away with it this long.
Yeah, I'm like, God damn. Why?
And that's separate from Biggie, or is that a one?
No, that's separate.
I guess we'll find out with.
With Diddy, I think. Yeah.
What's even going on with that?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to gay shit. Sorry. Even though we've been a rant of like, maybe we are gay. I don't really, you know.
These are important questions to ask yourself. You know?
I don't know. I just want to be, I said maybe, all right? Yeah.
This is why I do this podcast. Anytime I'm having gay thoughts, I just sit with Mike Rayo, and I'm like, nah.
And then we're on YouTube, and then I have friends look at me differently after this episode drops.
You're gonna get more work out of it, I guarantee it.
All right, this is the end of Slop Cast. I am Mike Rayo.
I am Joel Kopp. Thanks for joining us. Till then, let's get sloppy. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's a good call?
Slop off.
Slop off. Not bad.
All right, not bad.
What do you think? Better than last time? I
Yeah,
mean,
we got 45 minutes. That's
Yeah.
cool. Oh, it's gonna be too long. I think 45 minutes is good.
we're very good at not having awkward pauses, which is a good start.
Trevor's over here like, what the fuck are these faggots talking about? They didn't call you faggot.
No, it's good you guys got efficient.
Yeah, there were some little points I was what the fuck's that?
Yeah, I was trying to pick up.
Yeah, I was trying to
Because
pick
we
up.
didn't have anything prepared.
Yeah,
so
we had
imagine if we did.
It's like, we gotta get this shit out the way before
Yeah.
keep on saying.
Oh, I thought of it. I think this idea's been done before, but I haven't seen it that much, and I think it's efficient too. Stuff. We do like promos for the thing, and we take other famous podcasters, and we like make their podcast. Because it occurred to me that all you have to do is make the background look like Joe Rogan's podcast, and you can just cut it. You know what I mean? And there's so much material that you can make an entire podcast with just you and him. You know what I mean? As a joke. Do you want to try it?
I'll try it if we can edit it.
Yeah. I think Rich would be in it. And we can make it like we're promoting our podcast on his podcast. Until he sues us. Or cease and desist us.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, we got a file.
Oh, and this is still